Hi guys, a very good afternoon to all of you. Once again, welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. We are going to help you in your preparation for MAH CET as we have been doing for quite some time now. Today's session is one of the sessions which will help you understand something called as analogies, logic-based analogies, right? So I have a set of questions here and this kind of a topic comes quite often in your MAH CET. So we have already done these. I'm not saying this is new, but I have a different set of questions for more practice. So today's session is less of theory and more of practice because we have been asked by students to take up sessions on abstract reasoning. So this comes under something called as abstract reasoning and analogies. So the typical way in which the questions will be coming to you is we're going to have this where there will be one figure 1 and figure 2. So there will be two figures given to you and there will be some relationship between the two figures. So somehow the second figure is dependent on the first figure. So your task number 1 will be to first identify how are these two figures related. Then they will give you a third figure and a fourth figure which is missing. So your job will now be to look at first understand how are these two figures related, and once you get the idea of how these two are related, you will be given A, B, C, D, 4 options, and there will be figure 1 or let's say picture 1, picture 2, picture 3, picture 4. So 4 pictures will be given to you. Your job would be to understand, given this figure 3, which of these 4 should be coming over here so that the same relationship is established here also. Okay, so that's basically what is abstract reasoning based analogies. So the entire session today is a practice of analogies. So there are some simple questions, there are some none of these questions are really complicated. So we have easy and we have moderate. That's it, only these two type of questions. Now the beauty about this topic is if you get the right idea, the question to solve does not take more than 30 seconds time. So it's a very high scoring area with very little amount of time. The other way to look at it is, if you can't get the answer in 30 seconds, you are meant to leave it, which means the correct idea is not striking you. So we will take 30 seconds per question. I'll give you 30 seconds per question to solve, and then I'll give you the solution myself. So it's going to be a bit faster. So I hope all of you are ready for this. 30 seconds is quite a small amount of time, but that is good enough for you to solve these kind of questions. None of these should take you more than 30 seconds. Okay, they are very, very simple, straightforward questions. Okay, so once again, a very good afternoon to all of my regular students. The many of you that I see, I don't want to take out each one of your names, but I have identified a lot of you who are regular to my sessions. Good to see all of you back. So let's start off by understanding the first question coming your way. So have your pens and papers ready. You don't need to draw actually. You don't need a pen and paper. You can just look at the screen and come up with the answer. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first question. Right? So this is abstract reasoning based analogies. The first question is here, very straightforward, 30 seconds, time starts now. Very good, 30 seconds up. A lot of you have given the correct answers. The correct answer happens to be option D. So let's take a look at why is it option D. So select the related figure from the given alternative. So these are the first two figures which are linked. So your job is to identify what is the link. Now the link, if you notice, basically what is happening here is you have two arrow marks and one circle over here, and the second figure is in the place of the circle you got this arrow mark over here, and the arrow marks are replaced by your circles. Not just that, you were having a V shaped, in the second figure it became perfectly horizontal. So the logic is whatever is here should be in this structure. Okay, horizontal and vertical. The second thing is whatever is here should come to the sides, and whatever is in the side should come on to the top. So top should be a circle, this should be a rectangle or a square, whatever else it is. So the structure should be in this format, and you can see that is happening only in your figure D. Hence D is your correct answer. So quite a few of you got it. Very good. All of you are on the right track. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second question. So once again, 30 seconds only. Your question starts now. Okay, 30 seconds are up. Again, a lot of correct answers. Very good, guys. The first thing you need to understand is this is the first figure, which is basically a pentagon. Okay, I'm not drawing what is happening inside, I'm just drawing the exterior value. Then you have another pentagon, which is basically in this format. Yeah. So if you notice, this is now coming onto the bottom. So this is upright and this is reverse. The first thing that happened is the image has been flipped. The image has been flipped. So this image should also be flipped, which means this line should be coming at the bottom and this entire thing should be going onto the top. So it should be of this nature. So this would be, yes, this way. So the structure should be in this format. The moment you get that, it's like, you know, taking a water image, right? What happens in a water image? So, not a water image, sorry, mirror image. So this is the, okay, it's not a mirror image also, it's a flip. It's not an image, it's a flip. It's flip. Mirror image is not correct because a mirror image will be different, or a water image will also be different. It's a flip. So flip means you are just twisting it, you know, upside down. So this is the upside one, which is coming at the bottom. So this is not correct, then this is not correct. Now between B and C, we need to understand what is happening. So two horizontal lines, if you notice here, two horizontal lines became two vertical lines. So these two lines, horizontal became vertical. So 90 degrees shift in the line. So here two vertical lines will then become horizontal. Hence the correct answer is B. C is not correct. Clear? So that's the basic idea. Next question. Simple one, 30 seconds, time starts now. Vicky, I will answer that. Hold on. Let me finish this. We'll go back and answer that question. Okay, guys, 30 seconds are done. So this is what is happening here. So your A has moved to the, so this A is coming over here. This star is coming to the left. Then you had your plus, which is coming over here. And your circle is coming in place of A. And the Z is completely going out because you don't have a Z here. If you notice, there is no Z. So there are 4 or 5 things which are happening. The same 4 or 5 things should also happen in the second image, which means this should come over here. So the equal to should be over here. Clearly this is wrong. Then what else? Your plus is coming into the center, which means whatever is here should be coming into the center. The center should be a triangle, which means this is wrong. We still are left with C and A. Then if you're looking at it, you will be looking at this circle going in place of the top left. So I have this diamond should be going into the top left. So that is the same diamond. In fact, if you notice, Q is also the same. So between A and C, I do not find any difference as of now because my equal to diamond, Q and my triangle, all of them are matching. Now the only question is about this B. Okay. Now there's a B here, whereas here there is a arrow. Now if you notice, whatever was here was thrown out. The Z was thrown out. It is not there in the next image, which means your arrow should not be there in your image. So this is ruled out. A is ruled out. Why? Because A has an arrow which it should not contain. Therefore, your C is the correct answer. Okay? Vicky, 3, 4 space doesn't really matter. I hope you see the instructions give you the information, right? Figures 1 and 2 establish a similar relationship. Now, whether I give you a gap or not, how does it matter when the instructions are very clearly mentioned? Okay, fine, Vicky. All right. So going back to the previous question. Can you please show me the chart of Vicky before? Right. Yes. So Vicky is saying if A had a vertical line, but the orientation is same. A had vertical line, no? Then it would become ambiguous, isn't it? In that case, we should prefer water image. It is not an image, guys. Please remember. See, if I take a water image, what is this image of this? If I take this, the water image will be like this. Okay, and this line will still be the same line over here. That's not a problem. But the vertical lines will remain vertical. The horizontal lines will remain horizontal. So it is not exactly a water image. You are flipping it at the same time. You are changing the two lines. So it is not correctly a water image. Had it been a water image, then everything would have to be the same. Right? Yeah, so in this, it is, no, this is, so if you look at this, what would be the water image for this? The water image for this would be somewhat like this. Yes, and this, so this will not be here. So this would be the water image, which is not your A, which is either B or C. Okay, and if your lines are like this anyway, then that's done. So your A will never be the answer. Okay, even if the lines are horizontal here, that will not be your answer. Right, Vicky? Let's move on. Question number 4, 30 seconds. Time starts now. It's a very simple one. Okay, now a lot of students have given confusing answers. There is a B, there is a A, there is a D. Thankfully, none of them gave C. So C is definitely wrong. So let's take a look at what is happening here. So this basically is getting reversed. So this is coming to the, so it's getting flipped like this. Imagine it is getting flipped, or imagine that you are basically, okay, it's not a mirror image. Basically, you are flipping it like this. You are flipping it like this. Or if I put a mirror here, you can also say that this is a mirror image, right? This is a mirror image where the mirror is here. In fact, I can say it this way. This is the mirror. So this lower part is coming over here. That is one way of looking at it. And then you are doubling it by replacing an exactly identical thing on the top. So that is one way of looking at it. So if I put a mirror here, then what do I get? I get my this thing will be like this way, and this will be the dark part, and I will be having a dark piece like this. So my opening, so the white one should be here and the dark piece should be here. So that is the thing that is the most important part between A, B and D. Now clearly B and C are ruled out because B and C, these are not images, these are not mirror images, so you can take them out. So the only thing is between A and D, the basic difference is the triangle. The triangle orientation is different. So that is the reason why the correct answer is option A. It is not your option D. So please keep that in mind. The correct answer is option A. So because if you look at it, if this is my left hand side actual image and this is my dark portion, if I keep a mirror here, then my mirror image will be like this. So this is my mirror image. This is my mirror image. Therefore, this is correct. This is incorrect. So please be very, very careful, because as I said, these are easy questions. However, small things like this can make you commit mistakes, and a lot of you made that mistake here. Okay? Right, let's go ahead. Next question, very simple one, 30 seconds. Alright, so a lot of correct answers. So this is simple. You have a square and a square again. Orientation is different. So you took this out and you pushed this in. That's it. So the inside figure has been taken out, outside figure is being pushed inside in the same orientation. Orientation did not change, which means this hexagon should come out and the triangle should go in. So it should be a triangle inside a hexagon, which is your option B. Triangle inside your hexagon should be your option B. So that's your answer. Next question. 30 seconds starts now. Alright, again, not very difficult. So basically, whatever is outside, two figures have been deleted. Two figures inside have been deleted. So outside is a star, inside you have a square and another. So you have this figure and you have this figure inside. These have to be deleted, which means you should be left out only with the star, which is your option A. Done. Very simple. Let's move on. It's a good question. Again, not very difficult. Observe carefully. Your answer should be clear. Time starts now. Okay, 30 seconds are up. So the correct answer here is C, figure number 3. So this is where the issue is. So if you notice, this acid ACID is written in the reverse. A, then you have a C, then you have a I, and then you have a D. So it is not exactly a water image, it is not exactly a mirror image, it is both. So what did they do is they first took a mirror image. So if I take a mirror image, this will become D, then I, then C, and then A. Then if I take a water image, then this is what I'll get. So they took a mirror image first and then a water image. So that's what they have done. So your 1, 2 and 3 are first mirror images, then water image. Whereas your 3 is basically only a mirror image, I believe. So let's take a look at salt, SALT. So they are saying this is S, then A, then L, and then you have a T. So okay, so this is your T is remaining T, your L is changing, your L, A and S, yes. So this is basically only a mirror image. It is not having a water image on top of it. So only one thing has happened, two things have not happened yet, so that's your answer. Can be read from the opposite side. So yeah, basically I've put it a bit more technical in nature. So anyway, the next question is over here. 30 seconds, time starts now. Right, so again, this is not very difficult. This has been shifted. Orientation is changed by 90 degrees. That's it. 90 degrees shifting to the right side. So this will also be shifting by 90 degrees. So if you shift it by 90 degrees, you will have something like this. And these arrow marks will become on the left hand side, and these arrow marks will also will come onto the left hand side, and this will be coming at the bottom. This will be coming at the bottom. So it is going to be your option figure B, right? So you're shifting the figure, not shifting, sorry, twisting the figure is the right word, twisting it by 90 degrees. Okay, clockwise 90 degrees turn. That is what has happened. Next question. Again, a very, very easy one. Alright, so the correct answer is option C. Basically what is happening is outside star is coming inside and inside arrow is going outside. Right? So outside circle should come inside and inside arrow should go outside. So arrow outside, circle inside is there in your option C. That is your correct answer. Clear? Right, so guys, I keep saying this again and again. We have our presence in almost all social media channels, especially Instagram. Please go ahead and search for BYJU'S Exam Prep. Subscribe to the channel. On Instagram, we keep posting questions every day there. So a lot of questions will come your way. So please do that if you have not already subscribed. Let's go ahead. Next question, again, very easy. So these are all easy questions, guys. That's why I said this is a very, very scoring area. 30 seconds, you should get this answer, right? So don't miss these in the exam. Okay, people are giving different answers. So this requires a little bit careful observation. 30 seconds are up. So firstly, what is happening is this has been pushed up and the D, if you notice, is basically becoming, which is on the left hand side, is going on to the right hand side. So the left hand side D has been pushed to the right hand side. Similarly, if you look at this, which was a bracket like this, or you can say reverse of C, has now become the same thing, but it has been pushed down and pushed to the left hand side. So right is becoming left, left is becoming right, and everything is moving one level lower. And whatever is in the lower point went up. So this should come down, this should come down, this should come down, and this should go up. So first, when it is going up, the D, which is on the right hand side, should now become onto the left hand side. So it should be like this. Okay, it should be in this way. So clearly this is gone. Now you have B, C, D. Now what happens to this? So something which was like this should now become like this. So that takes out your B also. So it's between C and D. Then what happens? You have a triangle going lower, or rather not triangle, yeah, I think, yeah, so not triangle. So we're looking at this, I don't know what you call that, arrow probably. That is coming down now. So it should come in this way. Okay, so not that way, yes, so this way, and then the next one should be a triangle going forward like this. I think this will be, okay, sorry, this is an error, this is the way. So if you notice, this way is becoming the reverse. So your arrow which is like this will become like this. And then you'll be having a triangle and a line like this. So basically you're looking at option, okay, this is the correct one. Option C fitting into the description. Okay, because if you notice, this was a triangle, right? Okay, this was a triangle that was over here. And before that, what happened? It was like this. So this triangle basically became this triangle. So it got twisted from left to right. So same thing will happen over here also. If it is like this to start with, then it will become like this when you're ending. And that is there only in your option C. It's there in D also, but this is where the difference comes in. So you had a figure which started with an arrow mark like this. You will be ending up with a figure which will be having an arrow mark like this. So this is not correct, this is correct. So the correct answer is option C, not option D. Okay? Yes, that's correct, Vicky. Arrow is 180 degrees. Next question. Again, very simple one. 30 seconds. Yes, so it's very straightforward. You have taken a 180 degrees turn, twisting it 180 degrees, that's all. So this also has to turn by 180 degrees. So up arrow should be down arrow should be up arrow. That is what should happen. So look at a figure where outside is the down arrow and inside is the up arrow. So and this should be right side and this should be on the left hand side. That's how it should be. Right? So because you're going to twist everything by 180 degrees. So clearly A is not correct, C is not correct, D is not correct. It has to be your B. Outside arrow is down, inside arrow is up. That is the logic. Okay? Mirror plus water, yes, basically that's what will happen if you're looking at 180 degrees. Let's move on. Next question. Again, a very simple one. Probably in 15 seconds you can give me the answer for this. 15 seconds. Great. So you have a figure this way. This top one has taken out and it has been flipped. So the top part has been flipped. Same thing. You have a figure over here. Take out the top part and flip it. So when you flip the top part, you will get an image like this, which is your option A. Very, very simple questions. Let's take the next one. Let's see, this is again simple, but there could be a possibility of an error. Look at it carefully and give me the correct answer. Don't fall into the traps. Great. So none of you have fallen into the trap. Okay, Rishikesh has fallen in. Okay, fine, Rishikesh, don't worry. So the correct answer is option B. So what is happening is you have two triangles in the same orientation, they have been meshed. So you have the same thing without the orientation changing, you are just bringing them closer into one another. Similarly, you have two pentagons without changing the orientation, you have to bring them together. Here this is wrong because if you notice, these two pentagons are both facing up. Whereas here one pentagon is facing up, the other pentagon is slightly away. It is not up. So when you are looking at away pentagon, so this way, and here you are looking at both of them facing up, it means you have changed the orientation. So A is not correct. Obviously D is not correct because they are completely one inside the other. C is also not correct for the same reason. Whereas the correct answer therefore will become your B. If you observe the B, the same orientation is continued. So up and 45 degrees, up and 45 degrees. Same orientation is happening and you're just pushing them one into the other a little bit, not completely. So you can see it is not completely into each other. It's only a little bit into each other. Okay. 14. So guys, we have only 4 or 5 more questions. So today's session is going to end a little bit early. It's not going to be a 45-minute session. So I hope you get a lot of practice from this. Right, so the third figure comes out and this is counterclockwise 90 degrees. So the final figure, the right side figure should be coming out and this should be counterclockwise 90 degrees, which means you'll be having a square and a circle. So the orientation should be somewhat like this. So where is it like that? It is there in option number C. Simple. Okay, last 3 or 4 questions. Okay, so this question, a lot of you are making errors. You're getting A, B, C, all of them. Let's take a look at what is happening. First, you have two pentagons. They were initially in this fashion. Okay, so they're joined here. I think, yeah, this is correct. So this is how they were joined. Here, this side they were joined. Now, first thing that you notice is this is turned by 90 degrees. And they are flipped. Turned and flipped. So 90-degree turn and you're breaking in between. You're breaking them here and flipping them. So when you break them and flip, this is what happens. This is what happened. So the same thing should happen here. First, twist it by 90 degrees. So when you twist it by 90 degrees, this is what you'll get. Now break them here and flip each one. So when you flip each one, you will be getting this way. So this is the correct answer, which is your option number B. A lot of you gave A and D, and in fact some of you gave C also. So this, for some reason, this question, many of you made the error. The correct answer is option B. I hope this is clear to all of you. So you have flipped it by, twisted it by 90 degrees, then flipped it. Yes, Rooster, awesome. Let's go ahead. 16th. Again an easy one. So here, even if you don't know anything, you should say that symmetry and symmetry. Basically it is symmetrical. So this is not correct, this is not correct, this is not correct. Therefore you will be saying B is correct. It is symmetrical along your y-axis. Even if you don't know anything, you can just say that it is symmetrical along your y-axis. But if you apply the bit of logic, basically what you're saying is this triangle is coming in the center and the balls, both circles, spheres are going outside. Similarly, this triangle will remain over here and whatever is in between will come at the top and will come at the bottom. But even if you don't do all of this, you can just say that, okay, symmetrically y-axis, I should be having an answer which is symmetrically to y-axis. Straight away, 3 options are gone, leaving you only with option B. Last 3, 17, 18, 19, I think 19 is what we have. Look at this. Right, so no problems here, it's B. So basically what is happening is this double figure is becoming a single figure and this single figure is becoming a double figure, correct? So this single figure should become 2 circles and this double figure should become a single triangle. So that's your answer, which is your option B. So very, very easy. So search for these kind of questions, guys. You get it, you finish. It will save time with maximum marks possible for you. Okay? It's value for time. You know, they say value for money. This is value for time. Okay, very simple question. 18 and 19, last 2 questions. Great. So quite a few of you are giving correct answers. The correct answer is option C. So basically what is happening, this is a mirror image. It's a mirror image, that's it, simple. So you need to find a mirror image. So first line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line. That is there in your option number C. It's a straightforward mirror image, nothing else. Okay, so that's what happened. Last question for the day. A dead easy question, 10 seconds. Closing with a very, very simple question. That's it. So you have triangle, 90 degree, another triangle, another 90 degree, another triangle. So the next one should be another 90 degrees. So the triangle should be like this. So that should be your option A. Only one answer. Right, so that brings us to the end of this particular topic, my friends. I hope you guys got some practice. Many of you were able to do it very, very quickly. The whole idea here is not to show you some difficult questions. The idea here is to tell you that, look, quickly do it and get out. These are questions which will take you like 20 seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds. You should be able to identify them, finish it off and get out of the question. These are value for time. Keep that in mind. Okay, don't miss them in the exam. Thank you, my friends. Stay tuned to our channel on YouTube as well as our app. We are conducting a lot of sessions on YouTube and app, as well as free questions given to you guys on Instagram channel of ours. So please be subscribed onto all of these. Keep following us. I will see you in the next one.